There are those Kenyans who believe that fairy firebrand Miguna Miguna is sooner or later going to implode. He's just going to crash and burst into flames on takeoff. Yeah, there are very many who believe that. And most of the people who believe this are staunch Raiila Odinga supporters. And I can understand them. They can't stand the fact, they can't stand the idea that somebody would upstage Raiila Odinga. Raiila Odinga deserves respect. And if anybody has any political ambitions, they should tuliza boli, relax, until Raiila Odinga exits the stage, and then we can take a look at you. That is what they feel. Now, I think a warning is in order at this stage. We are about to go very deep into this political discussion, extremely deep. And granted, not everybody will understand. But those who understand, I'm sure will appreciate what I'm trying to say here. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to abuse anybody's intelligence. Indeed, if I can give my own example, there are times I've been involved in political discussions, about the political situation in Kenya. And during these discussions with people, very bright, smart people, I've often been lost. I have no idea what they're talking about. And yet they're talking sense. Our levels of understanding are different. And it doesn't mean you're daft. It just means you've not reached that level of understanding yet. And this has happened to me very many times, even very recently, by the way. I had to go away, sit down quietly, and think what they said and think. Then I finally figured out what they were saying. Okay, it happens. Anyway, in politics, being a nice guy is okay. But there are moments when you need to be ruthless. And take hold of the situation, take hold of the circumstances ruthlessly. Now, it's very sad because the way people paint Raiila Odinga, they paint Raiila Odinga as a radical, ruthless, person who is taking the country towards disaster. That's what a lot of Jubilee supporters believe Raiila is. But in actual fact, the evidence on the ground, if you look at his life closely, that is not Raiila Odinga. Indeed, there are those like Miguna who have said that Raiila is at times too soft. In fact, to quote Miguna, Miguna said Raiila had the opportunity to grab the power that was his, and he just he stepped back. And that power is not given. Power is grabbed. Now, I don't mean by a military coup or anything like that. I'm talking, for example, about the 2007 incident where Raiila won those elections and Kibaki grabbed power. And then in the ensuing discussions to form a coalition government, Raiila Odinga came out shortchanged. He won those elections. I mean, that was very clear. And yet he ended up as the junior partner in that coalition government. Very junior partner. In fact, the class prefect. With no powers at all. While the person who lost the election was the overall authority in the country. Sharp contrast to Côte d'Ivoire, where Gabo was removed. Gabo did a Kibaki, but the person who actually won those elections ended up with the presidency. And to illustrate this, I'm going to tell you a very, very personal story. Watu wa Mshene, sit up. Very, very personal story. In fact, I'm getting goose pimples thinking that actually I'm going to make this public. Now, when I was in high school, the verdict of my peers, my classmates, was that I was very, very slow with the girls. We would go to a girls' school, and most of my colleagues, after a few minutes, would be chatting up to some attractive-looking girl from the other girls' school. Yes, of course, this was social events sanctioned by the school. I'm not talking about those incidences where you sneak out, and do funny things. So we'd go to this debate, or maybe just a social function in the girls' school, and I believe the term we used to use those days was floating, and I'd be floating there, dead scared of talking to any girl, terrified of the girls. Yeah, even when they kept on glancing in my direction, I was terrified. Yeah, but other guys, hey, they were very fast. Yeah, within 2-3 minutes, they're chatting up 2-3 girls. Yeah, of course, I strongly disagreed then, but the truth is, looking back now, they were absolutely right. They were right. In one instance, it took this very, very attractive lass to give me hints that were very obvious for me to understand what was going on. You know, ladies were never built, they were never designed, they've never been wired to make the first move. Yeah, that is life. There are very many instances, yeah, where crazy, crazy things happen, crazy, crazy situations happen that proved I was being very slow. Nilikuwa sinyiti. Yeah. I remember this one in particular where there was this very beautiful young Maasai lady, yeah, who were good friends, yes. But I think she got to a situation whereby she was seeing this guy will never understand, this guy will never get the hint. So what she did, she reached out into a small bag and removed some condoms. I believe she may have been terrified for one moment that I was going to say, "Ay, hizi balloons umeleta za nini?" Anyway, I didn't do that. Yeah, and I've not seen her for many decades. But that was one particular instance, and there are very many others which I can mention. I lacked that killer instinct, yeah, of doing the right thing at the right time, yeah, making my move at the right time, ruthlessly, yeah, as was expected by the party on the other end. Perhaps I had a great fear of rejection, yeah. What if I misread her, yeah, which is easy to do with the ladies, you can easily misread them, yeah. But I believe it all boils down to the fact that I did not have a sister. Yeah, at least not a sister almost the same age as I was. Because I realized, you know, now looking back, I realized most of the guys who were very fast with the ladies had sisters, either bigger sisters or sisters very close to their own age. So they understood the girls a lot better. So I was a nice guy. And girls don't like nice guys all the time. Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah, they want a guy who can make decisions. Yeah, a guy with a killer instinct. A guy who can take a hint. Yeah, that's the truth and that's life. Now, I've told this very personal story, yeah, with great discomfort from my end, yeah, because it illustrates exactly the kind of station we're in and exactly what Miguna is trying to say, yeah, and do, okay? Now, there are those in Kenya who have realized that with the Jubilee government behaving the way it is now, disobeying court orders, ignoring them, yeah, being very draconian, yeah, a Mr. Nice Guy might not just work out quite right, yeah, or even if you're not a Mr. Nice Guy, you're just removing hard-hitting statements, and then you don't turn up for Raila swearing in, that won't wash with the current situation we have in Kenya. Kenyans, it seems, want action, yeah, they want people who will show the government they're serious, of course, without getting violent. And Miguna Miguna is just that kind of person. Very confrontational, very abrasive. And that is the right tactic, yeah, to deal with the Jubilee government as of now, yeah. Now, Raiila Odinga has mellowed over the years. Yes, he's very tough. Yes, he's feared. But according to Miguna Miguna and according to many people, he lacks that killer instinct. He lacks that ability to take the lead at just the right time, yeah, and, you know, boss his way around into victory. And that is precisely why the progress of NASA, according to many, has been slow. Because we have these other jokers, Kalonzo Musyoka, the diplomat, Mudavadi, and Weta, who are not as serious as the situation demands them to be. Unfortunately, this came out very, very clearly during the swearing-in incident. Okay, so the confusion there is right now, with some saying, "Oh, it's just Raila. Miguna should relax and forget." In my view, they miss the point. Yeah, in my view, a person like Miguna is vital at this stage. Yeah, at this stage at this stage of the fight for change in Kenya, people like Miguna are extremely critical. And his approach is what will get us results. Yeah. Now, let me also confess something. Deep down, if you ask me, I don't like Miguna. Okay? He's not really the kind of person you'd say is lovable. Okay? But how would you find the most appropriate general for your army? Yeah? Would you look for the most handsome, lovable, soft guy around? Hell no. You look for the person who can get the job done. Yeah? And it seems there's an increasing number of Kenyans who believe that man is Miguna. And indeed, the way the government keeps on reacting to him, even deporting Miguna, denying him his birthright. It's not even a constitutional right. It's his birthright being denied. Yeah, just tells you that somebody else also has noticed that Miguna is deadly. Yeah, when it comes to getting electoral justice in Kenya and removing dictatorship. Yeah, I think that has become very clear. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.